Well folks, welcome back to the workshop to another power tool video. This one, just a wee simple one today. Just going to do a wee setup video. This here is a brand new FF Group generator. This is actually for a customer, so that's just a wee quick video unboxing, setting it up and getting it up and running for the customer. This is bought here through the hardware shop I work for, and he wants it up and running for when it's delivered. So this is going to be setting up the new FF Group 8.5 kVA single phase compressor. We'll get this up and running ready for the customer because it's going to be delivered to him on Saturday. Now we don't actually, the shop I work for doesn't actually sell generators, but we do sell FF Group stuff and we get asked for these here quite often. So if a customer that gets stuff regularly looking for, was wanting one, we will get them on for them. So we're just going to get this one up and running ready for them. Now this video is not a recommendation or a review or anything like that there. They're just one that we're selling because we supply them and people do ask for them. So they must be a decent enough machine. They're decent enough for us anyway, because it's what we have on here for the shop as a backup generator. So this is actually the 3-phase one off this here machine. So this here is just a single phase. So let's get this out of the box and get her set up. Lifting this thing out, I'm cutting it out. So this is how she comes. Comes with 2 sockets, the adapter there as well, and the wheels and all packed up inside of here. There should be another one around the other side, and your neutral lead for your battery disconnected, because this is actually an auto start on it as well, or an easy start. So the model of this one is a G8500R HD. And we'll just, may as well show the specs seeing as we're here. 8.5 kVA, but that's max. It's rated at 8000 kVA. She's got 2 16 amp and 1 32 amp outlets. 500cc engine, 8 hours runtime. She's got a coil start, electric ignition, and she's a 4-stroke engine as well. And obviously with the AVR, so she's automatic voltage regulated, so it's safe to use in some electrical devices and that. And she's coming with a 2-year warranty as well. So I'm not doing anything fancy with this, I'm just getting it up and running, showing how to get it out of the box and set up and running, how to actually set the thing up. So all you're doing is setting up the battery. You need to put oil in the thing as well, get your wheels on, and basically just get some petrol in her and get her started up. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm not even going to take this off the pallet. I'm just going to do it all sitting here. Get the wheels on here and just roll it off then. It's a lot easier. There's the handles there. And that's the book. Instruction manual. And then there should be side handles or something here. If it'll come out. Here we go. Or the foot, sorry, for resting it on. Putting all of it. For the pins, the wheels, and you've got a couple of wee spanners, and a spark plug socket as well, and a wee screwdriver. The actual wheels are dead simple. 2 nuts there for the stand at the front. Them sit there, and these are just 2 pins, 2 oar clips, 2 wheels. right then, just this little bracket. There's a metal bracket with 2 rubber feet. Stop vibrations and reduce noise. This is just what it's sitting on. 2 nuts to hold it on then. The actual bolts are already riveted on to the bracket. It's just the nuts you have to fit. That's it for the actual frame. The only thing then is just the handle. 2 wee pins for that. Just easily move it around. And that's her ready. Now the main thing and most important thing is always remember the oil. These come dry. No fuel in the tank, no oil in the engine, just to save any spills. So you always need to fill this here with oil. Put it on just so that whenever you stick this back in again, it'll have some oil in the oil on here. You don't want to be too much, but you don't want too little as well. So that's what been ran in the factory, so it will have oil residue on it. It will not have any actual oil in the tank. Clean it, put it back in again. It'll come up dry. See from the lid of this thing, we don't be putting too much, using too much oil here in the workshop, especially engine oil. This thing's covered in dust. Use a funnel if you don't want to make a mess. They don't give it a quantity, they don't tell you exactly how much, so it's a bit of guesswork. There could be some left in the tank, so they don't want to tell you exactly how much to put on. On the second drum, this is just to set up your battery for starting. Sure it's secure, and we're good to go. Now, best tip I can give anybody for any generator or any petrol engine now is long life, low ethanol fuel. Doesn't matter the brand, as long as it's low ethanol. Best stuff to use for actually storing and starting a generator like this here. Or any petrol engine, whether it's 2-stroke or 4-stroke, it keeps the engine and the carb good. So we highly recommend using it. So I'm going to run it in this here to test this whenever I'm finished. It's able to stay in the tank and not worry about the carb if this man doesn't use it straight away. But if you have one, especially for winter storage, whenever you're finished using it, empty out the fuel and put some low ethanol stuff on it and run it again to get it through the carb, and then let it sit on that there. Always leave it with low ethanol stuff so it doesn't destroy the rubber and the carburetor. Best tip I could give anybody. I would have used a funnel there, but you should hit me even more if I used my funnel, because I use it on the parts washer and it is absolutely filthy. Better spilling a little bit of petrol and putting dirt into the tank. Now she's nicely laid out. She's got instructions on top, best practice for starting. We'll just go through what's on the front here. So you got your normal 16 amp big socket, and then you got two 13 amp sockets as well. But sadly these are actually European sockets, so you'll need an adapter using them here. We have 13 amp sockets, so they'll be a 3-pin plug. These are for continental Europe, so they're a different socket there. That's more of a handling. You got breakers for each one, 2 for the 13s and 1 for the 16. We LED light here as well. Ground in case you need it, 12 volt supply and a breaker for the 12. And then you got a circuit breaker, and then you got your start over here, so your electric starts this side. Switch it on. You got a display as well. You can use the pull start if you don't have a battery or it's been lying up, or if the battery's fully charged, you can just push this button again up to the top and use the electric start. So we'll get it ready to start here now. So we've got oil in it, we've got fuel in it. Next thing is you want to put the fuel on, which is up inside of here, a little stop valve. Pull it down, and that's the direction the fuel's going, so that's in the on position. So you never want to load whenever you're starting a generator. Have everything turned off or nothing plugged in, and have your actual circuit breaker turned off. You always start it with no load, and then you slowly increase the load after you got it running for a few minutes and everything's leveled out. Before you start as well, if it's cold or if you haven't started it already, down here, little choke, put the choke on, and the start then, put it in the on position. You can use your pull start, or you can just flip up the switch to use the battery for the electric start. Get it started and running, let it run for a little bit until it runs a bit easier, and then put the choke on full, and then let it run until it evens out. Then you can start putting on your loads then. So we're just going to use the electric start for this first time. First go. That's it, ready to go. Built, tested, a little bit of fuel on it. What'd be wrong with that? Now obviously when you're finished using it, unplug everything and then kill the thing. Don't be stopping it as well while the load's still on. With a 28 litre fuel tank, that there is going to run for what, 7 or 8 hours. Perfect for a home supply. Good enough size and easy to transport. Anyway folks, that's it. That's how you set up and test out an FF Group 8.5 kVA generator. Now trying to get it to the customer.